Okay, I have the project going on recaulking the garden tub. I have 2 fans here that I'm using. They're rechargeable fans. I sprayed some more bleach in those cracks there where I'm going to recaulk around the tub to dry up that bleach in there. I want it completely dry before I recaulk, but also there's another project. I want to install privacy film on my window here. So it's something I've been wanting to do for years, and rather than buy expensive privacy glass, then I just buy this film. You can get it anywhere, Home Depot, Walmart, and install it. And so that's what I'm going to do. And trying to see what brand this is. It's Covas window film. So I'm going to get started with that. My plan to start, I don't know how this is going to work, but I'm going to stencil out the window. I don't know if this piece of paper will be big enough. I may have to get a bigger sheet. So this will be the guide of how I cut the film to put on the window. So I'm going to start by stenciling. I'm going to read over the instructions here and get started. So the first step I'm going to do is clean the windows. So I usually use vinegar cleaner, but I'll be honest, it's been a long time since I cleaned this window. So I'm just going to use the glass cleaner with ammonia. I think it's dry rotted in here. Things never go as easy as you think they would go. I'm going to see if I can get this down, but I don't know if I can. And I'm afraid if I keep pulling on this that it won't. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Oh, it's filthy. It is filthy. Okay. I'm thinking, I don't know if I'm going to be able to let it back down. I'm going to go ahead and clean this out and hope it's not too bright. Okay, so as you can see, the regular sheet of paper by itself is too small. So I'm going to try a bigger piece of construction paper. If that doesn't work, then I take 2 sheets of paper together to use as my template. So I'm going to try this construction paper and hopefully that'll work. Okay, so try the 2 sheets of paper stuck together. So here I'm realizing that it's working, finally. So right here, I'm just trying to make sure I get my stencil to the right size. So I have it stenciled out, so I'm going to see how much I can cut near to this. Okay, I'm opening up the film now and going to get started. Okay, I finally got it open, so now I'm going to stencil out and cut what I need to use. Okay, so I cut my first piece, and I did cut it bigger because I don't mind it going over, because I can trim it with this razor blade that I have. And you're supposed to wet the window with water, so I have a spray bottle of water there, so it'll help it cling to the window. So. Pull the backing off. I'm gonna wet the window. Say the more water you use, the better. So we'll see how true that is. I'm trying to see which side I'm supposed to stick here. Okay, so use a squeegee or a card, a credit card or something to help flatten it and adhere to it well. Here, I'm going to trim off the excess with my razor blade. And after I'm done trimming, I'm just gonna smooth over everything and make sure all the bubbles are out and move on to the next one. Okay, the first one is done, so I'm just gonna keep moving on until I'm finished with the roll of film paper. Okay, so you can see I finished the bottom row. So I'm going to start on the second, and I know the pieces are going to be slightly bigger. So I'm going to re-stencil it and cut out the pieces for that. I don't know if I'm going to have enough film for this whole window. I pray I do, but if not, I'm just going to do what I can and I'll order more as needed. The size looks pretty much the same, so I'm just going to keep going with the stencil I have. Okay, so this is how much I got done with one roll. I got a row and a half, so I'm gonna need, let me see, a row and a half. So I say about 2 more rolls. I have a little left over, but what I'm gonna do, I have a lot of scraps. I'm gonna see if I can make it work with the scraps I have left and
go from there.
So like I tried to do the scraps, they didn't work. So it's really, I'll see if I can lift it up a little bit just to show you, but I had to fight to get the blinds down because I don't know. I think even after I get the privacy glass up, I'm still gonna wanna keep the blind or get some different blinds. But anyway, I was able to do 1.5 row. That's a scrap piece. But when I get my replacement rolls, I'm gonna take that down and redo it. But yeah, I had to fight to get these down because these just kind of dry rotted. I was praying that the cords wouldn't snap off on me. So I ordered 2 more rolls from Amazon. That's where I got them from, and thankfully they had it in stock. So that will come in a couple days, and I will try to close it back up. And I plan to pick this project right back up once I get that. I think I should be good to go as far as caulking, going ahead and recalking around the tub here. I'm gonna move my window cleaner and stuff, that's for the film. But yeah, so I'm gonna recalk in a couple more hours. I just wanna be sure it's good and dry in the cracks here before I fill them back in with some fresh caulk. I went and ran to Home Depot and got 3 more tubes of caulk, so I have more than enough. I found this brand that I already had on hand, but I knew it wasn't gonna be enough. And I really want the job done right. I just bought some new ones because I don't know how long I had those, and just fill all this back in and let it cure for 24 hours as recommended. I may do even longer because some of this caulk goes in very deep, especially in that corner. And that's where earlier I made sure I sprayed a lot of extra bleach in there. And so yeah, I'm gonna give it a couple more hours, and then I'm gonna pick up and go ahead and get this caulked. So that'll be done. And then in a couple days when I get the film, I'll finish that. And this bathroom project will be done. Oh, also, I had some towel grout paint to touch up the grout that's changed colors. I've cleaned it, bleached it. It's not coming clean. So they do have touch-up kits, but I think I've had this so long that it's probably not even any good. And actually, I should have ordered this along with the film, but I didn't think about it. So I think I'm gonna order, I really think 1 pen will be enough, but I may get 2 just to be safe. And touch up the towel here so everything will be nice and clean and fresh. I do have other ideas and things that I want to do in this bathroom, so I'll go up a little bit. So my bathroom is that brown color, so it just makes me feel like I'm in a box. And so what I want to do is paint it gray in here. I want to just brighten it up a lot in here. So once I finish with this, I'm going to paint next. So that'll be the next project. So yeah, I just want to share these DIYs with everyone because I'm a single mom, and you know, you just don't have money to, you know, I don't on the fly to just get your rooms repainted, to get things redone. And so I research, I look on YouTube, I Google to figure these things out and how to do it on my own. And that's what I've been doing over the years, and that's why I was inspired to share, you know, this channel, and hopefully to inspire other moms, and not just single moms, but I mean, if you're married and your husband may be working a lot, and you know, or you just want to do these things, but maybe I'm just mainly hoping to inspire others that these things can be done. I renovated my kitchen. I wish I had pictures of before. that because I'm going to renovate my kitchen again. And it was oak cabinets. I wanted mahogany brown cabinets. So I knew I couldn't afford to pay anybody to do that kind of work. It was going to be a lot of money. So I researched, I found some good paint and did it myself in a weekend. And I got contact paper, put that on my countertops, peel and stick backsplash, put that up and redid my kitchen. So it can be done. It wasn't easy, but you know, I was able to do it. So, you know, if I can do it, I want to inspire others. Things are tight these days. So, you know, if there's things that you want to get done, you may not even be able to do the whole project, you know, budget wise, but do what you can and take your time with it. Do a little bit every day. And so it's possible. These things can be done. Some of the experiences are funny because, you know, here I am on the fly trying to do some of these things and I don't get it right all the time, but you know, I figure it out. And you know, sometimes I ask, you know, other moms. My mom was a single mom and she knew how to repair, you know, toilet repairs, all kind of different things, my aunts. So they really inspired me, and my grandmother. So many of my relatives did these things on their own. So I just want to share that with others, and that you can get these things done. With research, a lot of prayer, those things can be done. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and stop at this point. I'll pick back up in the video when I'm ready to grout this tub, and then also when I get the supplies for the window. So stay tuned. Thank you.